Hey guys, this is Maticus with the United Nations and the Sunday Afternoon Project. Here at World Logic Day, I'm here with my friend Michael. How are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
That was pretty long, right? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I just got a couple questions for you. So,
All right.
what motivates people? What are you passionate about?
I think what I'm most passionate about is just overall access and equality. So, access to good education, access to good quality health care, equality of education, equality of health care, social equality. I mean, those are the things that get me up every morning and make me sleep well at night, knowing I might have done something.
Okay, so I assume that you're helping to give that out to people.
I try.
What is it? What company are you working with?
I'm the CEO of a company called O3 in Philadelphia.
Okay, wonderful. And is that a part of like your mission?
Well, obviously, we try to be very inclusive, but one of the things we most focus on is accessibility. So how do we ensure that all of the work that we do for our clients include accessibility? So I said at the panel, all of us will at some point have sight impairment. I see we both wear glasses, right? All of us at some point will have mobility issues, voice speaking issues, etc. So it can be very personal, but we should be thinking about that community who doesn't have access because of accessibility.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Can you tell me what gives you a sense of belonging?
It's a great question. For me, it's a combination of being in a community that I love and loves me back, and being able to participate in that community, but also recognizing that parts of that community don't love me and don't want to participate in what I'm participating in, because I think it's important that we recognize those differences, and that, for me, creates a stickier sense of belonging. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
It can't be loved by everyone. Has there ever been a time that you helped someone feel like they can belong?
I mean, I try often. I do a lot of mentoring. I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community, so as younger people are coming up in their professional lives, I try to help them, work the balance between being authentic at work and maintaining that level of professionalism that maybe the company requires or is just the norm. And you can shake up a norm, that's fine, but you also have to understand the risks associated with that. And everybody has a different tolerance for risk. So it's just an interesting sort of balance.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're a facilitator. Would you agree with that?
I've been called that before.
Okay.
That's probably the nicest thing I've been called.
Okay. Oh, well, I worry about the other comments. And so, in the capacity of a facilitator, I think a lot of people assume that you automatically feel like you belong. But has there been a case that someone has helped you feel better in a situation or give you a sense of belonging as a facilitator?
Absolutely. I mean, there's been multiple times throughout my life where, on a personal level and professional level, I mean, I went to school here in Austin at the University of Texas, and I was just a young kid who grew up in a town, a fraction of the size of the campus.
Yeah.
And so not only was I lost, but I was trying to find myself and who I was and what I was, And I can remember two very specific people that are unfortunately no longer with us, but that took me under their wings to, not just get me assimilated to Austin and to UT and the experience here, but also to sort of recognize my value, which no one had ever talked to me about.
Do you think those two people that were mentoring for you helped it create the person that you are today to mentor others?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And our last question here is, if you're able to go back in time and tell your younger self one thing, what would you say? So I know it's going to feel silly, but imagine I'm your younger self, 9, 10 years old. What would you tell me to encourage myself from a sense of belonging?
It's not as scary as you think it is. It's as scary as you feel. It's not that scary. And you have to look for a way to overcome the fear to take that next step, because one step leads to the next, leads to the next, leads to the next. And it's okay being an incrementalist in that form. I mean, obviously a 10-year-old doesn't speak like that, but, it's a journey, and the journey starts with a step. And so you just have to take that first step.
Absolutely. Is there any advice you'd give someone maybe that was in the LGBTQ plus community that's trying to, become a mentor or become an entrepreneur or start their own company?
Look, it's all about knowing yourself and being your authentic self. And when you reach that point and discover that in your being, then it enables you to actually mentor other people in a way that's meaningful and in a way that is authentic to them as well. And that makes all the difference, I think.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Michael, for sharing your story with us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your World Logic Day.
Thank you.